Hey guys, welcome to the show. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope they can hear me. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Everybody else can hear me, so I think we're good. And Trey's here. Hi, Trey.
Yeah, boy.
Wow.
What's up, man? I'm here.
Not even saying anything. Are you having a good day today, Trey?
Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day. I can't complain.
Oh man, it is a new year. You can do whatever you want. No one's gonna hold it against you. Wait, is that how a new year starts? You can just do whatever you want. That's not what it
I
is.
feel like people do whatever they want most of the time anyway. So I don't think
Oh.
a new year is going to stop.
I
them.
guess the only thing the new year allows you to do is lie about wanting to lose weight.
Well, there is that. But there is hope, folks, because with this new Slim Fast, I'm just playing.
that Trey and Scout now sponsor. Please check out our new meal plans at slimfest.com. No, just playing.
We do not sponsor Slim Fast, neither do they sponsor us.
They
That'd
would
be
definitely-
nice.
They would. It'd be a failed product if they're like, hey, be like Trey and Scout.
Hey, watch your mouth, man. I'm actually getting back on my health plan, so I do. If you guys
nice.
want to know how, okay, all of my windows just closed. That's phenomenal.
That's
Okay.
great.
Anyway, we should probably do a
Trey,
little beatboxing rap.
Yeah, do it. Go for it. Everything just fell down. I don't even know what I'm doing if I can run around. Only if I look for a silly little time. I got it because I 17 seconds, I got a rhyme. Wonder why, what am I doing? I gotta feel it. Only if I couldn't make it down and then I spill it. Chill it. Want me to be the best? I don't even know what you're doing. You gotta see the rest. I could go down with the light time. Everybody see you in a few seconds and I.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you.
Hello, guys.
Yeah.
We're here. Thanks, Les, for that. Yeah. That was really great.
That was his intro.
Yeah. And we have Les Fast. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
Hello. I am well. Having a great 2023 so far. It's been amazing.
It's been the best year ever for 2 days.
I can't believe all the things that are happening.
It is crazy. And we can't wait to talk about it, actually. But
Excellent.
right now, let me go to this button and go, hey, it's time for Headline of the Week. Yeah, Trey, I jumped it. I didn't even let you do your job. I just went and did it myself.
All right. That was weird. I've been having some interesting headline of the week. It's headline of the week. Hey, what's up? I don't know what was going on with my I don't know what's going on with my internet. That was really stupid.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, how has everyone's week been going?
Are we doing the Headline of the Week, Trey?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do mine. I got flashed.
Okay. That could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing.
Mhm.
It could be, the person you're married to, your wife, or some random stranger that, is non-consensual. You're like, dude, I don't need to see that. Anyway,
Well, you'll find out in a few seconds, Trey.
I want to hear Les. I want to hear Les go next.
What's your
Okay,
Headline of the
well-
Week?
Mine may be kind of weak because you all are professionals, but how about this? Man morphs in.
Professional.
Man morphs in to Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. I think I know where this is going, but it's probably still
Pretty
better than
obvious.
mine.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I don't know either. I haven't talked to you in a week.
I woke up in somebody else's house.
Oh, nice. That's good. So mine wasn't somebody exposing themselves to me. I was at Goodwill and somebody I was at Goodwill and I was looking for a power cord because I got a new 4K monitor for like $12 and it just needs a plug. So I was looking around. My life is awesome. And while I'm looking for the plug, I see a bag, and then I see 5 more bags, and it's literally somebody's Flash action figure collection. And so I'll just so you see, here's like a Flash card.
Hot Wheels.
We got some Flash cards.
Oh,
It's like
We
playing
got
cards.
Original Justice League Flash action figure in box.
wow.
Someone tried to sell a package and we're like, you know what? It's not worth it. We're just gonna Goodwill it.
No, it was 25 of them. It's every single Flash action figure during the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited runs. No,
my
Trey,
gosh.
and it was Infinite Crisis. No, I'm not playing with you. It was. I spent about $50 and I got about 8 bags, which ended up being about 25 figures and a bunch of little things. Got some Flash pins, got some Flash metal things. I didn't grab all the action figures because they're up there, but yeah, no, it's in the low end. If I sell them all for just minimum pricing, I'll make about $350 off it all.
Wow.
So yeah, no,
Good stuff, man. That's a haul right there.
It was crazy. Now my son was super confused. He's like, "Why can't I open any of these action figures?"
Do
I'm
not
like,
touch them.
no. Like this
Hey,
one,
buddy, we're gonna go buy one from Wally World.
this guy is like 35.
Wow.
So-
It looks like it's
so-
in pretty good condition from over here.
Oh no, they're
Yeah.
in great shape. Like it was somebody's full collection, so they must have passed, and their family didn't know what to do with it, so then
Wow.
they just donated it to. And I guess they decided not to sell it on the auction site, so instead they sold it on. They just sold it for like $8 for 5 at a time, and I just bought them all because I was like, oh, okay. Can everybody else hear me? My wife says she can't
Yeah.
hear me, or
Yeah.
Mike says he can't. Not my wife. I don't even know who Mike is.
Mike Riley says he can't hear. Probably my issue trying to solve.
Okay.
All right, Jason. Well, I will go next, and I want to hear Les's story last. Gosh, that was
Okay.
hard to say. Because he's our guest, and we want to give him as much time as possible. He says he can hear now. Cool. So I woke up in somebody else's house, right?
Mine.
And no.
Oh.
So here's the thing. I celebrated New Year's with my girlfriend, and we had another couple over.
Keep going.
We were staying up playing a new game that I got. It's actually Cards Against Humanity Family Edition. So it's actually
Ooh.
much cleaner than the original, because that is not a family game by any means. So for those who know about Cards Against Humanity or don't, the people who don't rather, don't get it for your kids. It is not a family fun family game to play. Anyway, we were playing that. There was another couple that came over, and we were all enjoying the new year. Fireworks were popping off left and right. It was really, really cool. Pretty sure we heard gunshots. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So, but I stayed a little bit longer, and I'd ended up dozing off, and we were canoodling. That's the term I like to use. And the other couple had left, and I woke up, and she was in my arms, and I was in hers. So there. That's my story. That's it.
Oh, okay. So you didn't stay over the night. You just took a nap.
No. I just stayed way longer than I normally do. So
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well,
anyway,
we probably need to talk about it after the show. No, just playing.
Well, that could have been much worse. I mean, at least you knew where you were.
yeah, no, it was
least you-
totally
at least you know
a
the-
faux title.
Person, we wake up and you're like at Les' house in his arms.
Jason, I don't know if it's your connection or your mic, but it's kind of like static, choppy.
All right, I'll turn it off and on.
Maybe, yeah. But all right, Les, you're up, and I would love to hear your story.
Well, it's been my life for the last year and a half, and it just happens more and more. I'm just becoming more and more. And look at this beard. It is a version of Sherlock Holmes that we're going to be talking about, I guess, today. Some I don't want to give that away, but
Sure.
I'm all the things that I'm doing in preparation. It's like my life evolves around Sherlock Holmes, and I'm just morphing into him every week, and a little bit more and more. So kind of weak, but that was the only thing I could really come up with because that has been my life.
I can't say that sentence, so I think that's pretty amazing.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I mean, yeah, no, I think that's pretty cool. I'm just now recognizing who you are from the trailer. So
Oh, okay.
obviously before you told the story, I was like, he's Sherlock Holmes. Because I was like, wait a minute, he looks familiar. I was like, perfect.
Seen him
Jason,
somewhere.
yeah. Jason books people sometimes, and I'm like, who are these people? Yes. Not because I don't know somebody doesn't mean they're not famous, because you, my sir, are famous.
Well, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
Of course, man. I can't wait to watch. And it's a series, right?
No. It's
movie.
It's going to be just a film. We're gonna do a number of the trailers like you've seen to kind of spread the word and let people know what we're doing. But it is going to be a feature.
Perfect. Well, I can't wait to hear more about that during the show. I'm going to get to these comments really quick, and then we'll get into the quiz portion of our show while Jason is still working on some technical difficulties. CJ saying, let the games begin. And then everybody's saying they can hear. And then Julie's coming in saying yes. I'm not sure what the yes is to, but thumbs up to that. Jason, we can't hear you at all. But the perfect part about this next portion of our show, Jason, are you at least ready with the nice panel that we have coming up? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Perfect.
All right.
Because it's time for a
Quiz?
so close. Where's it at?
I'm going.
Oh.
Ready? Here we go. Can you hear me?
It's time for a quiz.
All right, phenomenal. So CJ, he's probably talked to you a little bit about what we do on the show, but this is one of my favorite portions of the show. Jason and you will go up against each other in this is actually not a multiple choice quiz this time around. And so if Jason had any more technical difficulties, it would have worked out perfectly because it's a true or false quiz, and it's about random facts about life. And it's actually, some of them are actually pretty cool. But whoever gets the most at the end wins the quiz. You guys will both get equal and ample chance to answer any and all questions I say. Whoever has the most at the end wins. So,
and one other rule that comes with Trey. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes. Yeah, you're good.
Is if you have no idea what the answer is, let's just make Trey laugh, and he's gonna pick whoever makes him laugh the most. So.
Or that one, yeah.
Yeah.
CJ's coming in saying epic fail, haha, and then he said, "Good try, guys. One day."
We've been doing this show for 3 years, and I still haven't got that right.
Well, you need to get like one of the Delgado launch pads and just be able to press a button for one of the.
I was waiting for this for my Christmas present, since you're sitting in the bags of money right now.
About that. So anyway, so let's get into the quiz. So Les, you will be first since you are our guest. And so true or false, the chance of a coin landing heads up is not 50-50. True or false?
I'm going to say false.
Okay. Jason, same question. True or false, the chance of a coin landing heads up is not 50-50.
I'm going to say true.
So, for this answer, it is true. It is not 50-50 because it actually has nothing to do with probability, and it's all about physics. And they apparently the heads or tails part of the coin that is landing before you flip it weighs So it's going to land more than likely on the side that you flipped it to begin with.
Yeah.
Man, that was really hard to say. English is hard. So Jason's at 1 point so far, and he actually has the next question. True or false, Jason? If you ever attacked by a crocodile, stick your thumb in its nose.
True.
Okay. Les, same question. If you're ever attacked by a crocodile, what do you do? Well,
boy, it seemed like and I know this is counterproductive. It seems like they say you slam your fist down their throat and try to choke them. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say false.
Okay. Well, less you're true, Jason. Sorry, you're false. You're wrong. So here's the thing. So you actually poke it in the eye.
In the eye.
Yeah. So apparently, like lions, if they grab your arm for whatever reason, you're supposed to like be able to like shove your arm in there.
Oh,
Good
that's
luck
what it
either
is.
way.
Lions.
Yes, crocodiles. It's going to be a little bit harder because their
They've
mouths
got
are
a
lot
long
more
snout.
narrow.
Maybe that only works with babies.
What? Oh my gosh! All right, it is 1-1. I'm going to try to hurry this quiz along so we can talk to Les about his projects. So, Les, what is the shortest sentence in the English answer? And this is English language. What? This is a open answer question. This is not multiple choice. This is not true or false. What is the shortest sentence in the English language?
Let's see. Seems like it would be a response to a question like yes or no, a simple one-word answer, yes or no.
Okay. Jason?
This is my favorite answer for anything that sounds like this. It's Jesus wept.
So here's the thing. I'm going to give Les the point.
Oh!
Because the shortest sentence in the English,
Because I made you laugh.
It was good. I like the answer. Because it's go. The shortest sentence in the English language is go. So you were right with the one-word answer, but that is the shortest sentence in the Bible, Jason.
I know that. Yeah, that was the idea.
Not in the English language, but you were close.
If this was a Bible quiz, I would have got it.
Yes, but it's not. So with that, Jason, you're next. True or false? A jiffy is a real unit of time.
True, because I do also schedule my time via how much peanut butter I eat.
Oh my gosh. All right, Les, same question. True or false?
What is the unit of time? What is the question?
A jiffy.
Oh, jiffy?
Is a real unit of time. True or false?
Is a real unit of time. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say true.
You would be correct because that's correct.
Yes. I told you, Trey.
Have you guys ever told someone I'll be back in a jiffy?
Yes.
You definitely were lying because the English language has adopted it to mean a short amount of time. It actually is a scientific term. In the physics world, a jiffy is the time it takes for light to travel a centimeter in a vacuum, or around 33.4 picoseconds. A picosecond, meanwhile,
spicy?
Is a trillionth of a second. So we're talking Speed Force stuff. We're talking the Flash.
Ooh.
Yes.
The things
so anyway,
you learn.
A jiffy is a unit of time, which is buck wild. So anyway, and this actually leads to our coup de grace final question. Jason, I guess you get to go first just this time around, but whoever has the most points at the end wins normally. But with this last question, winner takes all.
Okay. Oh, I have a chance to win.
Money isn't really made of paper. True or false, Jason?
I feel like no matter what I say, I'm gonna be wrong. False? True?
Nope.
What?
Which one are you going with?
True.
Okay, Les. Same.
Absolutely. It is made of cloth. It's made of a type of cloth so that it can be washed, and it is not made of paper.
Phenomenal. So congratulations. That is the correct answer. Jason, since you didn't answer nearly enough as Les did, he wins our quiz today. So congratulations for that.
What just happened? I don't understand.
I don't either.
I'm gonna tell my mommy, Trey.
Hey, go ahead, man. So money isn't really made of paper. It turns out paper money is a bit of a misnomer. According to the Bureau of Printing and Engraving, money is actually 75% cotton and 25% linen, which gives it its distinct look and feel.
I definitely wouldn't have that. I'll have to give it.
Oh no, I totally would have said
the
paper.
real answer. I was like, I knew it wasn't. Well, I don't know what I said. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Oh, we got a bunch of people coming in. To Andrew saying phone a friend. Julie saying interesting, and she's got a little alligator emoji here.
Nice.
And then Julie's coming back in saying money, and then money with wings on it. So that is the end of the quiz portion. Les, congratulations. You'll be put into the Hall of Fame of winners in the Flows for You Almanac. So that is all I got. Jason, why is Les on the show today?
Well, when I asked Les when blah blah blah,
When you thought of asking Les a question, but you didn't ask him, so you made up our title.
Yes. So when I asked, he actually answered this one. When I asked Les what we can do for a better year, he said, "Don't worry about improving the world, but focus on improving yourself." Why, Les? Do we need to work on? Why do we need to just let the world burn so we can work on ourselves? Oh, that would be so much better of a title. Dang.
I think there are so many folks that that get on the internet and try to tell people how to live their lives, and I have been one of those in the past, and I had so many things in my own life that were so messed up. And I was focusing so much on everyone else. And I think it's a total waste of time to try to tell everyone on the internet how to live your life. Just look at yourself, fix yourself. And that's where our focus. I mean, you got control there. You don't have control of all the other people, of the world, of all these great, horrible things that are going on. So manage what you have control of. That's the short answer. It does get longer and deeper, but that's the short answer.
That's, it's so hard because we want to feel like if we're focusing on changing the world that we're actually working on things. But the truth is a lot of times when we focus on other things, we're just trying to escape the idea of changing and getting better.
That is exactly right.
Of what will happen if we become better. Me and you were talking about this yesterday. It's like there are definitely parts of me where I don't want to be famous because I don't want to not go to the movies and by myself. And so, so sometimes I might self-sabotage so I can make sure that I can go eat a pretzel at the mall and nobody questions it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
exactly. No, I think that's exactly right. I do think that sometimes it helps us feel better about ourselves if we feel like we're helping the world and we don't have to look internally. Yeah. I mean, that's the next level. It gets us away from looking at our own failures or things that we should be focusing on and thinking, I did this, I told them that, I believe this, and so I can feel good about myself. And we're not accomplishing anything.
So, according to my notes that I've spent extensive time studying and practicing, you were a teacher for many years. Was that an easy process to do as a teacher? To focus on helping yourself instead of just trying to help change the world.
It is interesting. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you that being a teacher is a lot like being a parent, and I have been both. Or like getting married. When we are all by ourselves and only responsible for ourselves, we can think we are the most perfect thing in the world. Get married, all of a sudden you realize you've got things that you need to work on. You have some kids, all of a sudden you realize you've got things you need to work on. And then having those children teaching, it's the exact same thing. It kind of brings out those things that you need to work on. Of course, with teaching, with parenting, with marriage, it's all about giving yourself away to somebody rather than being selfish, because that's a lot of times that's the biggest thing that we have to work on is our selfishness. So
yeah, that's
wow. That was an amazing response.
Yeah. I mean, I think I mentioned this a few months ago when it happened, but me and Trey had that where we hang out with each other all the time via the thing. But when we hung out with each other in real time, there was a lot of things I needed to work on. So we were fun friends instead of him wanting to murder me. So, you learn that real quick when you hang out with somebody. It's like, oh no, I'm not perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think what Les said was really good because, like, the reason I said that is when you move up in life, or I guess level up, or like move on in a different part of your life that you've not really ever experienced or done, like getting a girlfriend, like getting married, like having kids, there's like another, I would say, level of responsibilities that you got to take care of, especially when it comes to your own actions. Because when you live by yourself, it's like, I take care of myself, I take care of my room, I take care of my finances, I take care of me. That's it.
Right. Yep.
And if all those things fall into place or get there, you make ends meet, whatever. You don't have to worry about anybody else. Sure, you have friends, but they're not necessarily affected by your own room and your finances and stuff like that. But when you get married, or when you get your girlfriend, rather, things start to be like, okay, well, you start to kind of prep for marriage because you're in this relationship, and it's like you're figuring out, hey, do I want to be with this person for the rest of my life? And I would say you find out within the first couple months, but
or weeks, or days,
or weeks. What? Anyway, and then you do get married, and then you realize, well, we're here. She's my significant other. This isn't us just a dating relationship anymore. We're committed. Literally, you become one. And it just goes on from there. I could keep talking, but that's
exactly right. That's exactly right. I mean, it's continuing on in life to that next level of adulting and stepping it up.
Have you ever met anybody that has said, I've arrived?
You know,
and if so, are they still around?
I have not, and I would say that we're getting there. We would be getting into that other realm, from selfishness to pride, and and then we would be getting into another issue.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that would be dangerous. That would be dangerous.
Well, that's awesome, man. And yeah, no, it's funny. We could probably talk for hours about all your things before you retired from teaching, and all the things you learned from that. But we're going to talk about your movie career. Did you know? I don't know if you know this, but did you know that you have over 54 credits of films and TV shows that you've done throughout the years?
I knew it was something like that. Between shorts and features and all that.
Shorts, features, and TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Especially since you didn't really start until like when was like your first like short film or feature film?
The first thing I did that was that went on IMDb, I think that was 2012 or 13. It's been about 10 years. And I've got to tell you, because this does dovetail into the teaching thing. I was teaching at the time. I taught middle school theater, and everything was stage. I did stage. Everything was all about stage. And whenever we would talk about movies in the class, I was very negative on film. About film. And I would say Hollywood and acting, it's all about good looking people and pretty people. You want to go to the movies to see pretty people. They're not going to put talented people that are ugly on film. But when you go to stage, that's where the real actors
right.
are. And in Hollywood, that is kind of the truth. That is the truth. I mean, if you want to see real live people that look real, you watch British television, because they don't worry so much about that. But I didn't want to just talk out of my hat. I didn't want to just talk from books. So there were a couple of movies that came to Austin, and I got on as a oh my gosh, I am totally blanking out. Whenever you go in and
Extra.
an extra. And so they did Machete Kills.
Oh wow!
They with Danny Trevejo and let's see, Mel Gibson was on that with Robert Rodriguez and I got to be an extra there. And
That's
then they
awesome.
also did one called Parkland, which was another movie about John Kennedy being killed in Dallas, and they took him to the Parkland Hospital. And those were two major films, and I fell in love with film, and I said I want to get into some independent movies so that I can learn a little bit more about it. And that's why I got involved. And just my love for film just totally grew, and I kind of left stage behind. So anyway, I know that's a long answer.
While he is still working on some audio stuff. Here, check real quick, Jason.
Oh, sorry. Is this better?
Yeah, you sound great.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Sorry,
nope.
guys.
I really appreciate that, man. I have very small amount of stage time. I did drama in middle school.
Oh, did you? Yeah. You might have been one of my students.
Right. I actually live in Louisville, Kentucky, so maybe not.
Probably not then.
No. But I've done stage work. I mean, I'm a beatboxer, so I've been on stage. I DJ and stuff like that. But I actually was really involved and loved all of the parts that make a movie, a film, and a show, anything for that matter. But it takes blood, sweat, and tears. What's like the hardest thing that you've had to do while doing and being a part of these independent films?
Oh, wow.
Either as a general answer or like maybe one thing you found that was just super hard to overcome.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if the fact that it's an independent movie makes it harder. I mean, you look at Leonardo DiCaprio. You know what he did whenever what was the movie where he was it was the true story. He gets eaten by that bear, and do you remember that movie? Do you remember the movie? It was several years ago.
Leonardo?
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio.
I can't remember the title, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the movie was. But he actually got into he went into water that was freezing water. He went into the rapids to escape the Indians, and they didn't use a dummy or a extra or a stand-in for him. He did it.
Wow.
And so when I think about that, I think I don't know that being in an independent movie is, from my perspective, is harder, other than you're going to have the schedule is not quite so tight. There are going to be things where, because it's independent, that sometimes folks that you have counted on aren't going to be as dependable. That can happen, I think, a little bit more because with independent film, they're not going to be making the money. Maybe they have a job. Maybe they've got other things going on and they can't show up because something else has happened. Or you hire an actor and we've got a schedule going, and a particular actor says, I've got a better offer over here. So I'm backing up. I'm going over here, and we have to redo absolutely everything or rewrite the entire script, which happened with Jackson.
Yeah.
So that's an example of something that happened. But I mean, that can happen anytime. Whenever I went to Arizona to do a Western, and we had all of these actors from LA that were SAG actors, and COVID hits.
Oh.
And it's right at the beginning of COVID, and one of the guys just wasn't happy with what was happening. And when SAG gets involved in a particular movie set, there are some protocols and some things that have to be done exactly right. And so doing an independent movie in some ways can be easier when you talk about those two things. But this guy was very concerned about COVID and what was happening. His wife was in LA. He wanted to leave. And so they had to rewrite his part and kill him off, change the script, killed him off.
Wow.
He goes back to LA, and then we finish the movie. And so I guess that kind of thing can happen all the time. And maybe it wouldn't have happened if it had been a totally independent movie without the SAG actors. But you never know. You never know. It can be an unpredictable business. And I think for me, probably the hardest thing is there are circumstances where you are freezing to death. You are in an environment where it is super cold and you're having to deal with it and not let that affect your performance, not let that affect your intensity or everything that you're trying to do. And you have to come on that set with an expectation that anything could happen. And that's what movie making is. It is being prepared for anything to take place.
CJ's coming and saying The Revenant.
Yeah.
That's what that movie was.
Revenant. Yeah, that's
Revenant.
right. Revenant. Yeah, that's exactly right. Thank you, CJ.
See, Trey has this really nice question, and then it reminded me of a dumb question. Is as an independent guy, what is the funniest secondary job you had on a film? Like, you know, you were an actor, but then you had to do something else. I know how independent films work. So what was one of the silliest jobs you had?
The multiverse.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, now I have done sound, or at least held the
Boom mic?
the mic for the boom for someone.
Please tell me you were in your full Roman garb for.
It's like, and cut. All right, next scene. Les, we need you to hold the boom mic.
That's good. That is good. You know, you remind me of something. I have to go back to the last answer. We wore these sandals. Like we were doing this Roman movie, Eyes of a Roman. I'm going to take my glasses off. Please forgive me. And I didn't realize how old I was. I really didn't. I mean, guys, as you get old, you don't realize it. And this ground had rocks in it. There were rocks in the ground.
Right.
Don't realize it when you're wearing regular shoes, but you put these sandals on and you feel every single rock. And I'm sitting there walking, you know.
Wait, you didn't have isotoners in your sandals? You're like, sorry, this is part of my writer's guy. I need like gels. Dr. Scholl's gel packs, please.
There was one night when I drove home because I live up in Waco. Okay. So we would finish shooting sometimes late at night, freezing to death, 1 o'clock in the morning, drive 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 3.5 hours to Waco. And I can't walk. I'm getting out of the car and I'm getting on my hands and knees to crawl to bed because I'm in so much pain. Oh, it was amazing. That was tough. Living like the Romans do. On Eyes of a Roman, I don't think I had any extra job. If CJ can think of anything extra that he had me do,
well,
he could answer that. I don't remember it.
In Eyes of Roman, you were too busy eating up every single person in the screen with your amazing job.
Oh.
You didn't have time for anything. Trey, he is amazing in Eyes of Roman. This is me, a non-biased thing, or it's probably biased because I like him, but before I knew him, he's amazing in that film. It's like every scene he's in, poor whoever's beside him is getting destroyed because he's just killing it. Like, which there are times where he does destroy people, so it works out. But
you're very
such
kind.
an amazing. I mean, I saw you in Jackson also, and but this was just a totally different emotional effect. And so yeah, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that I really appreciated your performance in that.
Well.
So.
Thank you. You know, it is interesting with CJ. he writes characters for me that I can relate to, and that he relates to on an emotional level, and I think Jackson hit a lot of those levels, but with this one, it was also interesting because CJ and I work off of each other, and it was kind of an opportunity. We'd worked together for a while, but we were able to work together and have this dynamic and use a lot of the relationship that we had that we had developed over the years working on film, and it really came together. And I do appreciate you saying that, because I think you could see a lot of the chemistry that we had together in the movie, because he plays like a son to me.
Yeah, and he even mentioned when we had him on the show that he wasn't planning on being the star of the show. That wasn't
Right.
his plan, but COVID happened, and then it just had to be that way. But I think it worked out for the better, because you could see that whole mentee thing already in real life. You know what I'm saying? And you could feel that throughout the film, like, oh wow, this is heartbreaking. But at the same time, it's like, oh, it's pretty cool.
Really quick, Clarissa's coming in saying poor Les. And then CJ comes in saying, haha, you want to talk about being sore, trying to fight Spartacus.
That is true. Let me tell you, we had some amazing makeup people that were putting scars on people and trying to maintain continuity. Continuity is a big thing in film.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Keeping the blood from one scene to the other, and if it's dried, it can't be fresh, and if it's fresh, it can't be dried, from one scene to the other. And so CJ and Spartacus are fighting, and Derek, they're all fighting, but I mean, they're talk about rocks all over this dry riverbed, which is where they're fighting and going down. And when they were cleaning him off of his blood that they had put all over him to fight, there were a couple of those places they're rubbing, and he says, I think that's real.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
that's tough right there. That's method acting right there.
Oh, it is. And I got to tell you, I had nothing but admiration, because I'm sitting there, I can't even walk, and they are falling all over these rocks and tumbling, and there are no mats. There are no stand-ins. There are no stunt doubles. It is them doing it, and just blew my mind.
That's showbiz, baby.
Yeah, no.
Candace is coming in saying, I agree. He was amazing in the eyes of the Robin.
Yep.
Oh,
all right, go, Jason. Sorry.
Which now
that is my Candy's my sister. So that's
cool.
That's family talking. And Candy, when she was 4 years older than me, she is I'm just going to have to say it since she said that. She is a retired police captain from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 30 years as a police officer in Baton Rouge. And when I was a kid, she would beat the snot out of me. And on a regular, but she will tell you that I deserved it. I was the baby. And so she was toughening me up. But it didn't work because I still can't walk in Roman sandals.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't think most people would want to do that.
No. I love sandals. I mean, I used to always make fun of one of my friends. He would wear sandals all the time, and it would be like freezing cold, and he would always have sandals on. And I would be like, what's wrong with you? And now, as an old man, no, I don't wear anything but sandals. I'm like, I just don't want to have to put on socks. If I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I just don't want to have to put on socks. It's a lot of work. But no, Les, you've been on a lot of films. And Eyes of the Roman, obviously is on Amazon and on Tubi now for free.
Right.
So you can go check that out. So please check it out. It's a very good film. But now I did. I have to tell. I have to get you to tell the story because that's great. But when I was looking through your IMDb, I found one movie that I've seen that I didn't know that you were in. And I asked you about it, and then you gave me a surprising answer. And so, Les is credited for Overcomers, which is a Alex Kendrick film, and all the what is it called? Facing the Giants and courageous, those kind of films.
War
But when I
Room.
asked Les about this is what his answer to me.
They cut my scene.
No.
My scene, and it was so funny. I had a friend on the inside who gave me a call. They were filming this one in South Carolina. Was it South
Atlanta?
Carolina? Yeah, it was in South Carolina. I
Okay.
think where they were filming it. But I drove out there, and they put me up and go out there, and I shoot the scene. And when they actually kept me for 2 days to shoot this one scene, and I thought it was great, but it didn't add anything to the story. And when they started cutting, they said we don't need it, so they gave me credit, but it ended up on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
That's tough.
But I got to tell you, I love the Kendrick brothers. I love all the movies that they do. They do some great stuff. I hope I get some other opportunities to work with them. But and I also got to say, I really don't mind ending up on the cutting room floor. I was perfectly fine with that. Got to work with some great people and see them and whatever works for the movie. You know, I mean, that's got to be the attitude, right?
Right.
That's gotta be
I guess.
So, what was one of your favorite characters that you played?
Let's see. I did. There's a movie on, I believe it's still on Amazon, called Derelicts. That is. I'm not a nice guy. I'm a homeless guy that is involved in a urban. We what's it called whenever you invasion, an urban invasion, home invasion. Me and a band of homeless guys take over a home for Thanksgiving and eat the food and put on their clothes and do some damage to the people. And we're really bad people. And one of the reasons why, I mean, it's a terrifying movie, but one of the reasons why it is my favorite character is because it's so different from me. And I had to spend just so much time developing the character to figure out who I was and how I got to be that person, and just developed his history from the time that he was a kid to now, and his all of his background, so that I had, whenever, as an actor in film, a difference between film and stage, that camera's right here on you, and they've got to see what's happening behind the eyes. You know, you've got to be thinking of this stuff. You've got to know what you're talking about. You can't say a line. You can't say, that was my first dog. That be your line, and not know who that dog was, not know his name or how you got him or what happened. You've got to go through all that. So when you say my dog, even if you don't say any of that stuff or even pause, that knowledge is there. The audience can see it. And so you can imagine if you're doing a character that is totally different than anything that you've ever done, or totally different than your character, how do you get there? Yeah. And so that was probably the biggest challenge for me. And that was my favorite character.
It's like Home Alone, but there's no fun.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. No, that's,
it's like Home Alone, but the bad guys win.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, I don't want to give away. I'm not going to give away. I'm going to say it's not necessarily that clear in Derelicts.
Right.
There could be a twist. So
Ooh, nice. That was well done. Now, we should move on to the end here, but I do want to ask real quick, because we've had everybody else talking about Sherlock Holmes and the Mar of the Night, and you're starring in it. So how are you excited about working on that project? And I assume that's a haunting character to work on. So, yeah, tell us about it.
It is. And I do want to say that CJ, you know, as an actor, you grow. CJ, as a filmmaker, continues to grow exponentially with every project that he has done, from GH5 to Jackson to Eyes of a Roman. He continues to take it up to that next level. The quality of the plot, the quality of the characters. I am so excited and can't wait to see what he's going to do. And we continue to have more and more interest with really fine actors getting involved in this one, and some wonderful people that are auditioning and trying to get into roles. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is going to be incredible. CJ he's given me clues, and I still don't have a final screenplay, a final script.
That's crazy, because you give me something totally different, and you're like, I just signed up to do this.
Yeah.
It's
now,
actually a drag movie. Wait, what?
Les, have you ever put makeup on?
Hey, Les, this is actually a Sherlock Holmes Home Alone movie. It's gonna be great. Just trust us. Macaulay's in it and everything. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh no.
We have talked through a lot of things. I mean, CJ is he is an incredible collaborator, and he gets ideas from a variety of different folks. And in addition, he's got the author of Sherlock Holmes, and you read the stories, but he's doing something different with this one that's never been done. This is where Sherlock Holmes, at the end of his life, and I'm trusting that this is what CJ's doing. He's promised me this is what he's doing. He's at the end of his life, and he has gone into a very dark place. He has all of these ghosts from his past, failures that he identifies as failures, come back to haunt him, and he just wants to get rid of them. He wants to just deal with it on his own. He leaves his home, goes out into the boonies to just I smoke opium. Can I say that?
Sure. It's a part of the story. We're fine.
Yeah, it is. It is part of
smoking opium right now. We're pretty good.
Yeah, he did it in the story, and just do away with these ghosts that are haunting him, but something does happen. He is confronted with an opportunity for redemption. That's all I'll say. He's confronted with an opportunity for redemption.
Wow.
And so I think it's going to be an incredible roller coaster ride. And hopefully people will see a side of Sherlock, because there's almost been something mythical. Well, he is a literary character, but mythical in the sense that he's so bright, so brilliant, sees things in otherworldly. And it's like, is this possible to be this way? We bring him down to a place where you can identify and say, he's not above personal failure, depression. And so I am so excited to be on this journey with CJ and all the cadre of folks that he has brought along with him over the years. It's going to be extremely exciting.
That's awesome.
So Candace is actually coming in. She said true story about earlier, and and then CJ is coming in saying, "Thank you for the love, buddy. Looking forward to it, Sherlock."
Yeah. Well, yeah. CJ is amazing, and it is wonderful to have the opportunity to work with him. He has a wonderful wife and family, and just a great guy. He's a great guy because he has so many loyal people around him, and so it's an honor to work with him.
This is the time
I wish I lived closer.
Oh yeah,
because I would love to be a part of one of those films. Or at least audition. I could say I auditioned.
You can just do the whole beatbox. I bet a beatbox would sound cool and a scary.
But that's the thing. I'm a jokester too. I can act.
Oh yeah, I know you're amazing. I love you.
Anyway,
But,
let's continue. Moving on.
so this is the time, Les, for you to promote whatever you'd like to. So if you want to show people how to get a hold of you, or if you just want to tell them to go watch a movie or whatever you want to do, this is your time to do whatever you want.
Read a
to
book.
Tell them to. What would you like to promote right now, Les?
Well, I'm on Facebook, and it's just Les Best on Facebook. That's good enough. I haven't hit anywhere near 5,000 friends, so I can still add folks, or you can see what's going on there. Like we said, Eyes of a Roman is available on Tubi and Amazon, as is oh my gosh, Jackson's still on Amazon? I think it is.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, you can see that. Check that out, and there are going to be opportunities to contribute to the Sherlock Mayor of the Night. So look at that. Look for opportunities to contribute to that. Any little amount is fair game. $1, $5, whatever you can give. It is going to be a huge help as we put this together.
Oh, and CJ's saying short film Sherlock Mayor of the Night is on YouTube.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mayor of the Night. On that. That's exactly right. Gives you kind of an idea of where the movie's going.
That's awesome. Now it's time. I started watching, by the way.
Now it's time for Jason to fix his mic one more time.
Oh, sorry. Gosh.
And I can give you words, Jason.
Yeah. We'll do that, right? Give me 1 second here. Let me get my mic ready.
I wonder, is it a driver thing or is it just messing with you today?
All right.
So orange is a hard word to rhyme. How about orange?
Is that better? Trey?
And
yes,
about,
it sounds right.
What about
really good.
Like anti-disestablishmentarianism?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism. He's gonna butcher that word.
Yeah.
And right now, folks, while we're getting ready, you guys can type in any word you want Scout to say in the rap that we have to come here in a couple seconds. So
yeah,
so just throw words in there.
Unless I just started watching, she was the deputy's wife, which is a movie you were in. The Western.
Yeah, that was the one in Arizona.
Oh,
so
cool.
You're not seeing see it. It's a fun movie. Did you see it?
I'm watching it now. Like not right now, but I started watching it. I'm 13 minutes in.
Okay. It's a fun movie. You won't know how it would have turned out, how it was originally written. They did a good job of changing it. But it's a fun one.
CJ's coming through saying Fredericksburg Theater, January 7th at 6:15 p.m. Eyes of Roman showing, and Les Best will be there for Q&A. Come on out.
I will, and I am so bad at this. Yeah, Fredericksburg Theater. There are seats available on January 7th. We're going to show the movie on the big screen, Eyes of a Roman, and I am going to be there, and would love to meet anyone that comes out.
Well, now it's time, Les, for me to make up a song about everything that we do. And this is a longer episode, but it's cool because you're amazing. And I really appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us and talking about this stuff. But now that it is time for me and Trey to show you what we do. And Trey's going to make a little beatbox and I'm going to make up a song. Is there anything that you want me to put in this song that we hadn't already talked about during our conversation?
Orange and truffle.
Orange and truffle. You got it, brother. And again, as Trey said, if you have a word, just throw them up on there. The best part is you can actually throw them up while really CJ. You can throw them up while I'm rapping. CJ's literally giving us all of it.
I'll put it up. So if you guys could put single words at a time, that would help us out a lot. CJ's already ahead of the game, but if you guys could put singular words up in the chat, that would be phenomenal. Anything. Please keep it PG.
Yes.
All right. So, Jason, you ready?
I'm ready to go, Trey.
Les, would you like to just be called Les Best? Do you have a stage name?
Would you like
do you
us
have
to give
an
you
old
a stage
nickname?
name?
That is
nickname.
it. I was born Leslie Best, and I go by Les Best.
Perfect.
There it is.
All right, let's get it, Jason. You ready?
Are y'all seeing my words? I put some comments.
Oh, you're in the others.
You were in private chat, but I promise. Okay, here
Trey will take care of it.
I'll copy it and just put it in the comments.
Trey.
Okay, cool. Well, I hope so.
Really, dude?
Okay, cool.
All
All right, let's get it.
Yo, 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 we got DJ Sound Effects, Scout the Psalmist, and Les Best on the mic. Let's go.
Here we go with a little song, bro. Here we go with a little song, yo. Here we go with a little song, yo. Here we go with a little song. I take it like forever, man. I gotta say it strong. I'm not saying Uranus, but I gotta be, cause you don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's be. But now I gotta run down, yelling out loud, and I'm wondering how. We talked about things like I still can't go. I got flashed by the flash, and I still don't know. And no, just guess what, y'all? Trey had an excuse to tell you that he has a girlfriend, so haha, and now you know, and now you gotta breathe what you're doing like whoa, and let's just chill it out, never be it. He is not retired forever, he is working, he does not know what he's doing, he's in the Sherlock Holmes movie, yes sirree. He got a little Roman and I still can't go. Ursula's looking at me funny, bro, but then we got the Phantom of the Opera. Know that I can never make it down, you could say the agua. I'm thirsty, only if I had an earthquake. Sometimes I know that my earth shakes, and I'll be looking forward to a different little time. If I had a soda, water, oh my. But if we're and only if I cannot speak it, blah, 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 blah. But if I had river leeches, would they get my face? I don't understand what I'm hearing with the bass. And oh, got Captain America B. Now I know he's looking at me, Chris Evans G. Maybe he'll be in your next movie best. Only if I can't tell it down for the less. We got the one, I don't see the two. Got a therapy session, I'm keeping it cool. And sometimes I can't break the rhymes. I do what I was doing and I still can't try. Now Les looking scary every single day. How long is this beer gonna get forever like anyway? Only if I can't say what I gotta do. He's taking opium and that's crazy, dude. And if I can't say what I'm doing, if I be, then I'm looking back at Ursula, I can't see. And then we got a volcano. I know that I'll go. Only if I never say what I don't know. Carla Deville, I don't even know what that means. If I can't break it forever, I'll never see. Cruella de Vil, only if I spill 101 Dalmatians looking at me real. Peanut M&M's. There's so many flavor colors and I can't give them in. I only pop them in my mouth, but I pop a tooth. Sometimes I wonder what I came to do, and I don't know. Now I gotta say, oh, if you knew that I got a kitty cat, bro. And I'm like, whoa, my little daughter's like, oh, I'm about to squeeze that face if I know. But now I can't get it because it's so fuzzy. Looking for my people, then I gotta be a wuzzy. Now I wear socks in the middle of the day. I don't even know what's going on if I can't say, that's cool. I wear socks, Scout, duh. Yes, I won't want to wear socks, homie. They're really hard to put on my feet. And I wear a size 14 shoe, yes sirree. Ha. I guess I'm done with the song. Everybody have a great day, oh y'all. Now I gotta breathe out loud, I never go. That's a freestyle flow. There you go, Les bro.
Very cool.
Thank you so much, Les.
I hope you enjoyed that.
I hope you enjoyed that. Trey was about to die over there doing the beatbox. Sorry, Trey.
Yeah, it's okay.
I gotta go forever, but then I forget that Trey's actually working hard on it.
Well, it was a blast. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so very much.
Very cool. And this
Thank you for being available.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We'll have you on again if you want. And but thank you guys. Make sure you check out the show on anywhere that this podcast are found, Spotify, all those places, Apple Podcast. If you want to watch us live, if you're listening to the podcast and going, hey, wait, they do this live? Yes, they do it. Do it every Monday at 5 p.m. CST. And please come and join us, like all these amazing people that are watching the show, all of Les's amazing fans up on here watching us, and that's awesome. And we really appreciate it. Please go to flowcu.com if you want to be a guest or if you just want to check out our stuff. So that's an amazing thing. Trey, am I forgetting anything?
If you guys want to be on the show, please feel free to hit us up at flowsforyou.com, or if you know us personally, hey, just text us. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on all social media platforms. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok, believe it or not. And shoot us a message. Hit us up. We want your question of the day. We might not even do that segment anymore, but if we did, we would love yours, the people who actually watch our show, because we want to hear what your question is. Yep. Make it as crazy as you want. Just keep it family friendly. Yep. And that's pretty much it.
And if you're looking for a new website, make sure you go to nomadweb.design, an amazing place to get a website. And if you're looking for an awesome birthday party in Chicago or Texas or Kentucky or even Seattle, look up hiphop.houseparty.com or go to the Flow to You website. You'll also see our party thing, and we offer birthday party solutions for anybody that wants to do fun raps with me or Trey or whoever you want to do it with. Maybe Les will come. I can't make promises.
He's like, I can't promise that. he might show up.
I don't.
It's a possibility.
The thing
it's
about
not out of the option. He's just.
If you look at Les's IMDb, I'm pretty sure he's like yes. He's like 20 projects right now. He's like, I'm available. Sweet, Les. Yes. But yeah, make sure that you check all those things out. We would love to see you at your venue and do fun raps for you. But again, please keep supporting the show. I'm really working on some new merch, so you might be able to get yourself a Flow So You shirt with Trey's face on it. We're working on something like that. Yeah, Trey, I know that's exciting.
First time I'm hearing about it.
Well, I own the rights to your
face. That's the face you get.
Out. Yeah. Yeah, my first t-shirt. That's great. Now it is time for the close, and I warned you, but Les get to be Trey's therapist, and Trey has to respond to whatever you tell him that's going on in his life. You have 3 questions to ask, and I will start the music. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting, Trey?
Nope, that's it.
All right, sweet. Let me, I don't know what's happening right now. I'm a terrible producer. If you need a producer, I'm available at low prices. So Trey's like, yeah, why would anybody want that? All right, here we go. All
right, we ready? So, Trey, tell me, when your family left you in the zoo with the monkeys, how long were you there, and were you still nursing?
So what happened was, my family, they left me in the zoo because I fell into the ape enclosure. And it was very scary because I don't know what they look like up close, but now I do. And they're very scary, like I said before. I was not nursing because I was 2 years old by that time. Everything was black and white because I got knocked unconscious for a little bit.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. I'm done.
So is this where you developed your affinity for very hairy women?
That is exactly the reason why.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying so hard to stay in character. This is terrible.
Okay. So, are you going along with your plan to adopt a chimpanzee?
So my next plan in life, yes, doctor, is to get the chimpanzee, and it is to get the chimpanzee from the zoo I fell into. Not the same enclosure, but the same location. And I will raise him as a son because I cannot have children. So therefore, I will raise him as my own, and his name will be Jimmy.
Jimmy Stoneburner.
Jimmy the
Chimpy. Jimmy.
No, it's
he's just quit. You made him laugh so much that he quit the show. Les, I'm excited to tell you that welcome to Flows to You as the new co-host. I'm excited to have you.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh no!
Back.
Anyway, I hit the back button on my mouse and that kicked me out. I'm still here, I promise.
Okay.
Les, that was hilarious. I didn't expect that. I was gonna make a bit on Harambe, rest in peace, but I decided not to. So, oh my gosh,
That was easily
good.
the best one we've ever done. Les, thank you so much for that.
I did not expect that question at all.
Oh, that was great. That made me laugh. Thank you so much, guys. Let's stay on the line just for a few more minutes. Even when we close, we'll just want to thank you again. And thank you, everybody else, for listening to the show. Can't wait to see you next week. We'll have an amazing guest, and we'll be doing this all year. So please come join us, become a part of the community, and let's make up some raps. Trey?
Let's remember, guys, flows for you.
It's what we do now. It's what we do.
No, see, here's the problem. This is what we do now. This is what we do.
All right, let me try again.
Flows for you.
This is what we do now. This is what we do.
All right, take care, guys. Love you.
Bye. I'm trying to press the button, Trey.
I hope you are.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you.